Hello and welcome to Lantern Lane Stories. Tonight's story is Fido, 14 years at the bus stop. The year was 1941 in the hills of Tuscany. Autumn had filled the air with the smell of wet earth and wood smoke. A man named Carlo Soriani walked home from the bus stop in the little village of Lucco di Mugello. His boots were heavy with clay from a long day at the brick kiln. He heard something small and soft. A whimper coming from the ditch beside the road. Carlo stopped walking. He leaned over the low stone wall down in the muddy ditch. A little dog lay curled on its side. White and brown fur, muddy, trembling. One paw was bent at a painful angle, but its eyes were clear and dark. They looked straight up at Carlo. "Hey," Carlo said quietly. "Who hurt you, little one?" He climbed down carefully. The mud smelled of cold water and fallen leaves. He lifted the dog gently in both arms. The dog was so thin Carlo could feel every rib, but the dog did not bite. It simply rested its chin on Carlo's arm. Carlo carried him all the way home. "We'll call him Fido," he told his wife that night. The kitchen was warm. A log crackled in the hearth, orange and red. Fido. It meant faithful from the old Latin word fidus, someone you could always count on. Fido ate a small bowl of warm broth. Then he curled up near the fire and slept for a very long time. Fido got better, his paw healed, his ribs disappeared under a coat of glossy fur. Every morning, he trotted beside Carlo to the central square of Lucco di Mugello. The square smelled of fresh bread from the baker's shop. The cobblestones were cool and smooth under Fido's paws. Carlo would kneel down and look Fido in the eyes. "Wait here, I'll be back this evening." Then Carlo stepped onto the big dusty bus. It rattled and groaned. It disappeared down the road in a cloud of gray smoke. Fido sat. He watched the road, he waited. Then every evening, the bus came back. Fido heard it first, a low rumble far away on the hill. His ears perked up. His tail began to wag. Carlo stepped down into the evening light. Fido rushed forward, tail going hard. Carlo laughed and bent down to ruffle Fido's ears. "There you are, my faithful friend." Together they walked home. The sun was low and the stone houses glowed honey gold. Fido's paws made a soft pat, pat, pat on the pat. This happened every workday for 2 years. Everyone in Lucco di Mugello knew, when Fido trots to the square, the evening bus is nearly here. December the 30th, 1943. The air was bitterly cold. Ice had formed in the gutters overnight. That day, something terrible happened far away across the hills. It was wartime, and the town of Borgo San Lorenzo was struck. Carlo did not come home, but Fido did not know. At his usual time, Fido trotted to the square. His paws left small prints in the thin frost. The winter sky above the rooftops was purple and gray. The bus arrived. The engine rumbled and fell quiet. The door swung open. Fido stood up straight. His tail wagged. People stepped down. A woman in a dark coat. A man with a heavy bag. 2 children bundled in scarves. An old man with a cane. Fido looked carefully at every face. Carlo was not there. The door swung shut. The bus drove away. Fido stood very still in the empty square. His warm breath made small clouds in the cold air. The lamplight made long shadows across the cobblestones. He waited a little longer. Then he turned and padded home alone, quiet in the dark. The next evening, Fido went back to the square, and the next, and the next. Winter faded. Almond trees on the hillside burst into white blossoms. Fido went to the bus stop. Spring warmed into summer. Cicadas sang in the dry grass. The air smelled of rosemary and hot stone. Fido went. Summer cooled into autumn. Chestnut leaves drifted down in copper and rust. Fido went. A whole year passed. then 2, then 5. The people of Luco di Mugello watched him. They left a bowl of water near the square, sometimes a piece of bread or a little meat. A grandmother would sit with her grandchildren at the window and point. That little dog, he goes every single evening. He has never missed a day. But why? A child would ask. Because he is waiting for someone he loves. Children would go and sit near Fido while he waited. He was always gentle. He let small children lean against his warm side. But when the bus engine sounded in the distance, Fido's eyes moved to the road. Only the road. More years passed. His muzzle slowly turned white with age. His step grew a little slower. Still he went. Reporters came from the city to write about him. Cameras clicked and flashed. Fido sat very still and dignified. Letters arrived from all across Italy. A magazine called Fido the most faithful dog in the world. In November 1957, 14 years after Carlo had gone, the mayor of Borgo San Lorenzo held a special ceremony. He knelt down and pinned a gold medal to Fido's collar. "This medal is for you," the mayor said, "because you have shown all of us what faithfulness truly means." Fido's tail gave one slow wag. Fido died on June the 9th, 1958. He was found near the road, very old and at peace. The whole village grew quiet that day. But the people of Borgo San Lorenzo decided that Fido's story should never be forgotten. An artist shaped a small dog out of bronze, a proud dog standing still, eyes on the road. That statue stands today in Piazza Dante, in the heart of Borgo San Lorenzo. At the base, 5 words are carved in Italian: e fido, esempio di fedeltà. In English, those words mean to Fido, an example of faithfulness. And in the summer of 2023, the little gardens of Luco di Mugello were given a new name. The sign at the gate now reads, Giardino di Fido, the Garden of Fido. Children play there now in the shade of the trees, on the same ground where Fido once walked. If you ever travel to Tuscany, to the green hills northeast of Florence, you can visit Borgo San Lorenzo. You can stand in the square in Luco di Mugello, on the same cobblestones where a little dog stood every evening for 14 years. You can look down the road and imagine the sound of a bus coming over the hill. And you can visit Piazza Dante and see the small bronze dog looking at the road, still there, still waiting in his own way. And so Florence also slowly fell asleep. Good night.